Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to our second lesson, our social studies. This is a quick revision for what we covered last week, or the previous lesson, actually. So, page 6, we learned these new words: history, fact, holiday, culture, character, and fiction. I have here, let's play and listen to the word.
Fact. A fact is something that is true and not made up.
Very good.
A celebration is a special way to honor a person, place, or event.
And you see this family, they celebrate special holidays, they eat a group of people sitting together and having a special meal.
Culture.
As you see, culture, this is when you celebrate a new group of people that they live together and they made up their own special food, especially for that occasion. They listen to special music or dress up in special clothes.
Culture is the way a group of people live. It is made up of a group's special food, music, and art.
Fiction.
Fiction is something that is not true.
And we learn also this word in English, a genre for some stories.
History is the story of people and events from other times and places.
All right. So if you go to page 7, here's the definition or a meaning of each word. So history is the story of people and events from other times and places. And then you see the picture of George Washington. So this is something that happened long ago, and that it's a history. We were not alive when it happened, but we hear about, or we see picture, or we watch movies, or we read stories or books about it. And then we have fact, is something that is true and not made up. What is your favorite holiday? Holiday. Holiday is a day when we remember and honor a special event or person. Culture is the way a group of people live, and it's made up of their special food, music, and art. Character is used to describe someone who's honest, brave, or responsible. Fiction is something that it's not true. All right? So over here, did I give you an example? Can you name this important person? Write his name on the line below. So can you know this person? Yes, it's George Washington. Okay. Fact. Remember, fact is something that is true, not made up. Polar bears are tiny. Is that fact? No. Farmers grow oranges. It's always rainy in Alaska. So which one is fact? Number 2. All right, holiday is a day when we remember and honor a special event or person. What's your favorite holiday? Write about it below. So you can write your favorite holiday. Culture is the way a group of people live, and it's made up with their special food. So what says here, many people eat foods from different cultures. Write about special food you eat. Like when people like pizza from Italy, or they like sweet and sour chicken. It's Asian dish. Or cookies or brownies. That's from us here in America. All right. Character is used to describe someone who is honest, brave, or responsible. Draw a picture of someone who shows good character. So, person you know or you respect that it's brave and it show honest and braveness. Fiction is something that is not true. So write another word or another example of fiction on the blank line. People can fly like birds. Money grows on trees. So do you think of something? As I say, dinosaurs can fly. So we'll write down here. And as you see those dotted line and the scissor, this is where you're gonna cut, where you have the symbol of the scissor. And then here where you're gonna fold. It's just an activity for you to have fun. Okay, this is the part, because it's a page on both sides. All right. Let's go for next page, 9. We don't need to know much about it, but I will talk about it. Primary sources. Primary sources are written or made by someone who saw an event happen. They teach us about people, places, and events. So primary sources written by or made by someone who saw an event. So person or people lived at this time and they witnessed what happened, so they write down evidence. They teach us about people, places, and events because we were not around when this happened, but when we read this primary sources that someone was there, was alive when it happened, we learn about this event or about this place. An artifact is a primary source. Artifacts are objects that were made or used by people from the past or long ago. Artifacts can tell us how people lived at that time. So when you see something like that, you can say that these stones, spear points, are artifacts because people in old days, probably hundreds of years ago or thousands years ago, they used these tools to hunt for their food. So let's listen to some of the primary sources.
Some people want to know how people lived long ago. These people dig in the ground to find things.
So that's when you have information about, like here you can see this is hieroglyphic, this is in Pharaoh's time, this is Greek time. So when they dig and find clues, we find out more information about what happened long ago.
These people are called archaeologists. Many of the things they find are called artifacts.
Okay, so artifacts, that's when people find like these coins or small tools or picture.
An artifact is something made or used by people in the past.
All right, so an artifact is something made or used by people in the past. Again, artifacts
are considered primary sources because they are made by someone who saw an event happen.
Okay, one more time.
Artifacts are considered primary sources because they are made by someone who saw an event happen.
Okay, next one.
Some artifacts are things like pottery, tools, jewelry, and even trash. These artifacts help us to learn about the people who used them at one time.
So some of these artifacts, things like pottery, so you know that, oh, this is how they used to store their food, or jewelry, that's what they used to wear, or even clothes or picture or trash, so you know that, oh, they did not eat this, or from this trash, you know what they used.
Many other things are considered artifacts as well. Things like coins, stamps, and clothing are artifacts. When we study them, they give us a lot of information about the original users of these artifacts.
Very good. So if you have something like that, like a stamp long ago, if you can see in 1801, it's like 1809 or one, as far as I can see. So this is the stamp that they used 200 years ago, or coins like that. Or when you see picture in the library, or when you read a book and you see people used to wear certain clothes long ago, or this is the coins they used, or this is the stamp they used to have in certain time. Look at this one, for example.
Studying artifacts like this could tell us how people long ago lived, where they lived, or what they may have eaten or drunk. This image shows a Native American woman making a basket. Baskets like the one she is making are artifacts. They show us what materials and tools people had. They show us what people made and used in their lives.
So from this picture, we will learn what kind of clothes they were wearing long ago, what women used to do for a living, or helping others, or helping their families, what tools they use in their kitchen.
The pictures here show a Roman oil lamp and an ancient pot. Both artifacts were used long ago.
So this is evidence from different parts of the world.
Artwork on some artifacts can tell us what people thought was important or what their daily life was like. Take a close look at this artifact. It is a sculpture from an ancient civilization in Mexico.
Very good. So from this, it's a sculpture from an ancient civilization long, long ago in Mexico. And this is an old stamp.
Old stamps can show us important people or events the makers wanted to remember.
Very good.
Artifacts can tell us things we cannot find out any other way.
And you usually, when you go to the
Click
library,
the Try It button when you are ready to continue.
so when you go and read in the library and Google something like that in your laptop or something, you will get this information. You can find posters, you can find books, you can find pictures, you can find documentaries telling you about something that happened long ago. Maybe it's not available now, but you will say, oh, long ago people used to have these tools to write. Now we use pencils, or we use pen or paints or stuff like that. Okay. So let's go back and try to answer this question. Look at the artifacts on this page. What do they show? And it's written for you here. These stone spear points are artifacts. They used to be early. How were these artifacts used? For hunting long ago. So they used these artifacts for hunting. So question number 2 would be for hunting. Question number 1 would be this part. Stone spear points. So this is the answer for first question. You just copy it from the captions of the picture. And number 2 would be hunting. Okay, first grader, that's it for today. Bye-bye.